I really like the being able to save your teleport request for later, or teleport offer, I should say. That was definitely a nice feature.
Yeah, they did not used to have that until fairly recently, even though that was a feature that was in 1.0.
Let's see, where are we headed? Natalan?
Mm-hmm.
Where is that? Where is that? Oh, I see it. Okay. Yeah, that Boulder Downs, like, is there going to be anything in the main quest or otherwise that tells me what the heck is even going on with that area? Because that place is really freaky looking. The area with the glowing red crystal.
We don't know yet.
Oh, we still don't know what that even is.
Yeah, that's part of the. That's certainly a mystique. There, definitely on the lore forums, lots of speculation about if and when we'll get to figure out what's going on in there.
Well, it would make sense for something for them to be saving some things in Kurthus for the first expansion, because my assumption and hope is that the first expansion finally, after 4 frickin' years or longer, opens up Ishgard.
Yeah.
That was always like the great white whale of Final Fantasy XIV to me. Was like, you know, back before we had any idea that it was going to be rebooted of all things. You know, Ishgard. I wanted to get into Ishgard. There it was there. You could look at it, but you couldn't go inside, and you still can't go inside. You can still look at it.
There was another teaser in the 2.3 patch story.
Another what?
There was a very definite tease of Ishgard coming back.
Ooh, wow, look at this.
Very full-faced tease of it.
Is there something special about Ishgard?
Well, it's this town in the northern. It's this huge like town that looks like it's in a gigantic Cinderella's castle, like way off in the distance in the north of Kurthus. All right, the thing is open for me. And I mean, you just can't get into it, and like it's I believe where the opening FMV for the first version of the game takes place.
It sort of functions. I mean, for people who played Final Fantasy XI, people kind of held it up as the Juno.
The Juno, yeah, exactly. Like
everyone was speculating that it would be like, oh, the hub town for everyone after they finished.
Right.
After they like leveled out of like the starting towns.
Exactly, and that's what I assumed too. And it was like Juno being closed, so it was always like such a big deal to think, well, when are they going to open it?
Yeah. Also, the other thing is that culturally, it's kind of like it's got a pope or an archbishop rather. They've definitely got the pope imagery going on in Ishgard, and it's also speculated that Shiva will be involved in the story heavily.
It's interesting because Ishgard is very different from the other cities in that the other cities are in no way tied to any races, unlike Final Fantasy XI. Whereas Ishgard is very heavily Elezen.
This is true. Ishgard is well known for being extremely racist.
Yeah. Like, they have...
Well, no wonder Try wants to get in so bad.
Oh, come on. I've never seen another Lalafell in the entire Kurthus region, so, like, I'm not even sure if we're really welcome. Anything else? I mean, it's been a while since I did this fight, and it was, of course, a bit of a challenge. I remember getting behind the columns, of course.
You do want to get behind columns. You want to kill tombs as they appear, which is occasionally. She will also copy herself into multiples at some point, and you want to kill the copies as soon as.
I remember before she got behind the columns in sort of I believe a predictable her timing on when she reappeared was kind of predictable, like whether she was going to be in the north, south, or whatever. I think. Am I right on that?
Yeah.
Because at first I remember being like, well, I have no idea which column I should get behind or whatever, but then I started to learn.
That is correct. So you got the first one, that's good. The next one is going to be in the center. So
basically any column.
Yeah. Although we might have. Oh, just kidding. We pushed her past the phase too quickly, so she's on.
Oh, there's ads. Where's this one going to be?
This is her 2 hour.
Uh-oh. No one's getting around her. Why?
Stay out of the tornadoes when they appear, because those will do damage to you.
Are we even going to get to limit break too?
Uh-oh. Oh. You may. Okay, here are the clones.
Karna and Pirata. I wonder if those are... Whoa, I'm quite dead. I feel like the fade to black when you get a raise is a little bit jarring. I wish that didn't have to happen. Like in Final Fantasy XI, you got raised exactly where you were, unless there was an ability called Tractor, which I think was actually a Black Mage ability, kind of like Tractor Beam. You could get pulled in, like if you were dead. But I think that had a fade to black, so it kind of works like this. But I kind of like just raising where you are because you can actually see yourself get up again. I don't know, it just looks nice. Okay, I guess I'll 2 hour. Should I?
Yeah. Go ahead. As soon as, yeah. You might get caffeine.
Yeah, it's gonna... It keeps moving. Oh, I did it.
Excellent.
And I'm dead. But I did the 2 hour.
Just in time.
That seemed a little less brutal than Ifrit for some reason. Even though Garuda is, you know, pretty infamous. Why does it do the return to the starting point? Because it doesn't do that when you beat primals normally, I think, right?
Only when you're dead. Only after the fight is over.
that would explain it.
Yeah. And last primal.
Okay, so back to the Solar.
Uh-huh.
Is Titan the hardest of these, or?
Titan is the hardest of these by a fair margin.
Does the ground breaking change anyway from how I'm used to it?
No, it just has more of it. Also, you might not have seen bomb rocks in normal mode.
Don't think so.
Okay, bomb rocks are just rocks that explode after a while and you want to not be in them. They have a cast bar that tells you how long they explode, but you probably won't see it.
Alright, good old Titus.
Oh, you got those Aetherite tickets. I don't know what I did with those.
Yeah, I've used them pretty sparingly. For those that don't get the Titus joke, there's an NPC in the main story quest who, well, I won't spoil why, but he repeatedly refers to Titan as Titus. And no, it doesn't have anything to do with Final Fantasy X, but it's just an ongoing joke for a little bit during the main story. You know, I have a habit of not using the Ethernet at all. Like, I mean, I sometimes use it, but I don't know. I just very rarely use it.
Quite convenient.
I mean, it's convenient, but, like, I don't know. I just, like, forget about all the time. Like, I don't know. Like, I got kind of a proclivity towards just walking around anyway. Like, I feel like that's kind of part of what I enjoy about this game, because I kind of just play it to relax in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So, like, I just kind of like wandering around. It's just kind of relaxing to me.
Well, you can see the anniversary festivities all over the place in this area. Have you been up here before? I don't. This is probably one of the few areas that the main story doesn't really take you.
Where is it exactly? Oh, in Ugamoro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been all through there.
Oh, okay.
Mostly for pugilist marks.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
For the hunting marks or whatever they're called. The hunt log.
Indeed.
Very unique sort of Yellowstone-esque volcanic formations through there. Well, you've got a dark unicorn.
I do have a dark unicorn.
Well, this crystal appears to be, well, I was going to say relatively easy to get to, but this door is locked.
Nope. You have to go around. Sorry.
Well, harumph. Can't you let a guy examine a crystal in peace?
You might have to convince him by punching him many times.
Okay, ready to go.
All right. Let's do it. Oh man, 5 melees. This will be an interesting fight. You want to be a little bit careful of So he has an attack called Weight of the Land, which is like a ground AoE that's placed under 5 random people. So yeah, just be careful for that.
Okay.
And then also you don't want to get hit by landslide because you can get knocked off fairly easily. And I will not be able to revive you from all the way down there. Oh, just kidding, I'm starting.
Well, if it ends badly, it's not the end of the world. But I assume that the heart targeting is the same as before.
That's correct.
So what we just did there for people who didn't, we've actually fought normal mode Titan on stream before.
You did. You're right.
And but if you haven't seen this before, when he jumps up into the air, you have to be within his damage zone, but you can't be outside. You want to be on the edge of the damage zone to get the least possible damage, but if you're any closer to the edge, then you'll fall off the edge. And you'll never get back up, so yeah. I mean, I would say this is probably the most fun of the primals. But they're all very good fights. Like, Ifrit's kind of basic, but Titan and Garuda are definitely interesting. Oh, do we want to fight these bombs or not?
No, these are the bomb rocks I was telling you. So if you pay attention to the order that they fall, they always fall in the order that they drop. They always explode in the order that they drop in.
My ability to pay attention in this game is not quite that strong, so. Okay, yeah, this arena is much smaller than it ever got before. So now we're targeting Titan's heart instead of Titan himself, and if we don't beat him in time, then he does his ultimate attack, and you will not survive it. Okay, looks like we're good. Also, he can lock people in these little rocks. Fortunately, that was a good time for it to happen when he was up in the air. Yeah, he does Earth and Fury, but it's not nearly as strong as it would have been otherwise. Now, will he do that a second time or anything like that in this fight? Because I know he's not even half dead.
He will not have another heart phase. That's what you're asking.
Right. I'm guessing it gets a lot harder from here, though.
Yeah, so you want to follow the party for this, because the party tends to know where the bombs are going to explode.
I'm kind of hurting. Uh-oh. I'm rocked. Whoa, quite dead.
I realized after I got in here that I do not have a bard.
And I just revived next to a bomb.
If you don't do any attacks, right after you get revived, you'll have like temporary invincibility,
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
which will let you. Oh, Steelers Rock. You guys can probably free me.
Oh. Whoa. Ow.
Alright, I have returned.
Welcome back.
I have no idea where the bomb order is. Okay, there's no bombs over here. I think we're pretty close to limit break 3. My level 3 is slightly covered up by SAS effects.
Yeah, it'll be yellow. It'll turn full
Yeah,
yellow.
I know. But I just can't tell exactly how close we are if we're going to make it.
Lindis is in the other room, Echo.
And it's just about to pop. There it is.
Ah! I am not fallen. My head is resting on the rock. I'm pretty sure I could be revived and maybe walk over there, but it doesn't matter at this point.
Well, I can revive you.
I would have fallen if it wasn't for my head on the edge there. I see our bottles of champagne have become the new fireworks.
Well, congratulations.
All
Oh, there's one last thing you need to do before you, get your relic, which is to go buy a bottle of Rad's Khan quenching oil.
Okay.
From I'll show you where it is.
Okay. Oops. I was trying to look at what noise minion was that I couldn't quite see it. It looked weird.
If you talk to this person, you'll save yourself a step of like traveling back and forth.
Is it someone in the town or do I need a mount?
You need it. Well, it's pretty close here.
Oriana?
Mm-hmm.
What option do I choose?
Should be under other.
There is no other. There's Allegan Tombstones of Mythology, Allegan Tombstones of Soldiery, Allegan Tombstone of Philosophy Exchange, and Small Talk.
Allegan Tombstones of Mythology other. Actually, all of them work, to be completely honest.
Okay, so what item do I need to buy?
It's called Rads at Hand Quenching Oil.
And I only need to buy one?
Just getting to get one. It's at the top.
Okay.
Second item on the list.
Got it.
Great. And now you're all set.
You're very good at your fat chocobo positioning, Distors. Alright, so now I can just go to them and I can finish everything up right then and there, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much for making the decision to make me actually go through with this. I probably wouldn't have done this for like a year. But now that I have access to the whole relic weapon thing, oops. You know, it should be a little easier, aside from gathering the party, to do it for other jobs.
That's correct. It should be fairly easy to get a party in Link Shell. Lots of people.
But it's what? It's an 8-person fight.
That's correct. You can also queue up for it on Duty Finder if you are so inclined.
I don't know how reliable that is, but also, especially since I'm not exactly particularly good at the game, it's easier to play with people you know.
So does that conclude your formal plans for this evening?
Oh no, there's more. There's certainly more plans.
I think I'm inclined to say that you should probably, in the interest of time, you should probably start doing the Hildebrand quest line.
That's what I was thinking.
Before the other.
Or at least do one Hildebrandt to give them a taste. Or we'll play it by ear. We'll see how long they take.
Yeah, play it by ear. I think if you can get to the finale of the second part of the Hildebrand quest, there's 3 parts right now, and you finish the first one.
Oh,
then,
okay. Okay. I thought so. There's only 2. That's it.
There's 3 parts, and you finish the first part, so there's 2 more parts. For one for each patch that's been
Okay.
in the game so far.
Wow, it's like all like dark and purple. So now I assume there's like that's what all that tombstone stuff is for, like improving this further, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Because like it's actually not even like that much more physical damage than what I have, but.
Point for point. So 6 points is actually worth like something like 30 strength,
Wow.
according to the theory crafters of this game.
Yeah, I have heard that did noise Gubu just sneeze on us?
Yes, it did.
It is unknown to me.
But yeah, certain mounts, some of the new mounts have oh, and your some of the new mounts have actions now.
Oh.
So
Oh yeah, well doesn't the Magitech have like a can you do some of the beam attacks with it?
yes, but only if you complete a quest,
Ah.
which was not yet. So I guess check your map to figure out where that next quest is in the.
I'm pretty sure it's in the Golden Bazaar. Oh, what was the quest that's there is the Science of Deduction. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah, and that's the one that you need to go to.
The only reason I didn't accept it was because I was saving it for the stream, and I didn't want to clutter up my duty list prematurely.
Sounds good.
So the Hildebrand quest, to give people a refresher for those who don't know what it is, Hildebrand is a Highlander detective extraordinaire, and he wears very fancy clothes and a monocle, and nearly died at the end of the first version of the game. I never experienced his quests in the first game because they were added much later. Because when the game launched, when I was playing, there were like no quests. But yeah, there was like, yeah. There was like nothing to do. But anyway, so Hildebrand was very popular, just very goofy, very sort of silly anime-esque sort of storyline going on. And, where is she? I thought she was in there.
I think she's in there.
Oh, there she is. I think so. I think someone was standing on top of her and I couldn't see her. But yeah, so it's very goofy.
Of course.
I didn't hear a word you said.
Parker.
You dropped.
Of course. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're like going after some sort of guy who has been challenging people and stealing their weapons when they lose, and well, I know at least a little bit about who that is, but I'll leave the Final Fantasy fans to think about who it might be. But yeah, so we're going to continue this quest. This is very much just a goofy story-driven thing. There's not a lot of... I understand there's only one fight in this whole thing so far.
I think that's correct.
So yeah, for the stream watchers out there, just read the text as we go along the story, because that's what this is all about, is goofy, silly adventures. Gonna be lazy and teleport to Dry Bone.
I see a tip has found me.
Oh.
That's the thing that I need to do. I will go find Grumble.
Now, is the fight in the second phase or the third phase of Hildebrand?
It's in the second part,
Oh.
so it should be coming up. It shouldn't be that far from where you are.
Well, I'll just say that from the little I know, I think Final Fantasy series fans will definitely want to see this fight.
Yes, indeed. Now, where could this go be?
Would you like to know?
I can hazard a guess.
I don't even know what your name is.
So you don't know what race I am or anything?
I'm assuming you're Hayur, or however you say it.
Mm.
Well, beard, even though you were disappointed in the beard choices.
I was disappointed in the beard choices. There are,
I will second.
yeah, there are calls for you to narrate the cutscenes, Try.
Fine. I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of voices to use here. Yes, of course. Thank you for the help, Inspector. At least he's competent, but when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not at all like that buffoon Hildebrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildebrand. We should get going. Lady Dorilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. I'll come up with a voice for Hildebrand. I'm not coming up with a voice for these other people.
Oh, I'm learning about limit breaks now.
Oh, very exciting. Western Thanalan. Oh, there's Doc Rumble in the party. I only just noticed.
Is anyone else's stream having some issues?
I don't know. Your Skype is cutting out a lot.
That's strange. It might be me.
Yeah. But then again, we are playing an online game and streaming and Skyping, so.
Oh, my emote skills are failing me.
Yeah.
You do know you can put emotes on the hotbar, right?
Yeah.
I'll continue to narrate when Hildebrand appears. That seems more the thing to do. So I really have no idea what kind of voice he should have. A gentlemanly voice, of course.
Certainly. I'd expect nothing less. from the gentleman inspector.
Yes.
So, Axum, I'm looking. Oh, there's a Nully egg. I'm looking for 4 Nully eggs. But if you're wondering why I'm on Naked Rock, other than it's called Naked Rock and it seemed like the place to be.
I will assist you in your quest for eggs.
Oh god, I'm not used to toggling yet.
Ships that pass in the night are signals shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. Cling. Good sir, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well, or perchance in pursuit of me? Oh, we have a rival. The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Briardian, consulting inspector, at your service, my lady. Conniving inspector? A consulting inspector. Rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildebrand Manderville and Nashu Marhaka, I presume. 2 rank amateurs playing at a professional of which they know not. Call me when you've finished with these wastrels. My lady, pray allow me to go. I can't remember what voice I was using for him. This one. My lady, please allow me to go in the girl's stead. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby in earning your respect, at which point I will gladly grant me permission to investigate into the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Not when spoken aloud. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? Hildebrand has the most unnatural facial expressions. I think they were really stretching the limits of what their character models were designed to do.
It's very Maya. Maya definition.
You You are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase, all 5 of us. But, Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away. Western Valley. Okay. How did my map get zoomed out like that? Okay, I see how to go anyway, right? For the sake of time, teleport to Horizon. Whoa, there's a level 50 alpha sandworm out here. Level 50 territorial antling princesses and antling other things, and this is very, very, very much not a level 50 area. As seen by the level 10 dusty mongrels.
I think those are from a map.
Ah.
Geronimo. Oh, just kidding. Don't want to jump yet.
Yeah, I was double checking.
Oh, you automatically dismount when you talk to people now?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I also like the quick dismount that they added by tapping R1 and L1.
All right, now it's time to Geronimo.
Yes, I see. I'll get up here so I can have a better Geronimo. And yet you survive with 1 HP every time. No, I forgot to talk to him to dismount.
Who's Clay?
Ratched, I think?
Oh, okay.
I wonder who this is. He looks rather familiar.
Do I spy the treasured vase of Lady Dorilda over... Oh dear.
Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I did not notice.
Your search for what, pray tell?
The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, but then I'm changing my voice, only to see that it in the talons of that accursed creature. Or gave chase, following it to these waters, and in my haste I must have stepped upon your vase.
Oh, but I see, my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so my solution resolve our dilemma. But first, we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. That's a long interact.
Huh.
Yeah, this game sometimes uses a little more archaic language like that. At least I assume that's archaic.
Yeah. The localization team.
Oh man! Look at what the quest reward is! There's but one person in all of Eorzea capable of reconstructing this vase. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no...
This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as if one would blah blah blah. I'm not doing very well with my voices tonight.
Once upon a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a robberies, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One shop was owned by a humble lapidary of whom I speak. Thieves struck, fallen mooring, found beaten, bound, gagged in the gold cord. Last raised, learned of who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of the thief who kept muttering the words, "The hammer, the hammer."
Oi, that he does, and I do enjoy the company of dangerous men. But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu. Well, not really. It has been many moons since I last saw him, so to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to catch for the goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help.
The pleasure is mine, Gilligan. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome.
It's awesome. You can call me Gil.
Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I've deduced that he is the most like to be found in the vicinity of Blue Fog in northern Fenland. It is there we will begin our search. Oh yeah, I did see the picture of the Hildebrand cake. It's really a shame that the Hildebrand quests aren't actually voiced. Okay, what is zoom on the map? Because I have no idea.
L1 and right stick.
Ah. Whoa, you can zoom it out much further than I realized. I wonder if that's something they added or if I just didn't know what I was doing. Because for some reason my map got zoomed in somehow. Oh, it's south. Never mind. I can't believe Drum just gave me a Final Fantasy XIV tip.
Yes, feel bad about that try. Feel all the bad.
I don't exactly expect to be a person that gives people many Final Fantasy XIV tips, but anyone who plays this game receiving a tip from Drum sounds, well, I mean, what kind of world do we live in?
You can use that same command to zoom just the camera around your character.
I knew that. Oh no! The Doblin was killed. How sad. Wow, it's really splayed out there.
Oh, take a look at the carcass.
Yeah,
You can see something protruding.
Oh, there's some sort of, well, if I get right up to it, it disappears and it appears to only be the hilt of a sword, but I assume it's supposed to be a whole sword.
It's not quite a sword. It's a goldsmith's hammer.
Oh, so it is a hammer. It's like lodged into it.
Yeah. And you're about to meet a character who is perhaps even better than Hildebrand.
No.
It's a hard sell, I know.
Well, I see that this is the end of the quest, so whatever happens here must involve the Manderville dance.
It's not quite the end of the quest yet.
Well, but I mean, it's the end of the quest that
Oh, yes, this quest, yes.
that earns the dance.
Oh, you earn it all right.
Hmm?
Oh, you earned the dance all right.
No, I didn't learn it. I don't think. I think I'll earn it at the end. I think it's the reward for this quest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Doblin, the Basilisk, and the Ahriman were all slain with a hammer, as was the beast over yonder, unless I am mistaken. That chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Was that chimera really killed with a goldsmith's hammer? Mayhap he is watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Alas, it comes to this, though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable.
What must you do that is so terrible?
I must dance. I'm a Manderville man, doing what only a Manderville can, from the peaks of Kurthus to Thanalan, Manderville man.
Oh, I cannot avert my eyes.
That is the dance of House Mandeville, passed down from father to son. Here, were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good man, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead, though it be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions. I must bequeath to you the Mandeville. Oh man. Oh man. Here it comes. Oh, how long awaited.
It's happening. It's happening.
Anyhow. Oh boy. Does this chimera really have a hammer in it? Wow, it's got a hammer just like lodged into the middle of its nose. And that killed it. Impressive.
Sounds pretty painful.
It's not a good time for a fate to spawn.
So, what's a duty?
What's a duty?
Tell me about duty, Try.
Duty is like when you enter an instance for a battle and you can't enter it without special requirements being fulfilled. Like if you have to be solo, you have to be solo.
I think Drumble. I think you need to leave the party
Oh.
in order to do this one.
How do I do that?
You can /leave. It's probably under social on your pause menu as well.
So basically, tip.
A wild tip has appeared.
This is Hildebrand's brother. Oh, is this his father? That was actually pretty funny timing. Hildebrand runs away and it says Doc Trouble has left the party. Yes, these quests do not take themselves seriously whatsoever. Wow.
The suplex of gentlemen. Try, you might remember Godbert from a certain series of quests where you had to rub oil on him, perhaps during the main story.
Oh.
It's the same guy.
The action sounds familiar, but the character I'm drawing a total blank on. Oh, jeez. And now his clothes are exactly as they were when we first found him. Little one. Standard crafting animations. Whoa.
He has a goldsmith's luminary weapon.
I'm an agent of inquiry, an inspector.
These facial animations.
I see you too possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad I am to have met you, Greg. Now let us return to Vespa Bay and see how our vase is received. So is Greg supposed to be like a Rogadon or what? He doesn't quite look like one, but there's nothing else he could really be.
I mean, he's Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
He's the Gilgamesh.
But I mean, he's got to be like a race within the context of this universe, right?
Not necessarily.
I mean, I guess the fact that lightning can appear in this game and they claim that's canon, I guess means there's no reason that Final Fantasy V Gilgamesh couldn't be in this.
I think it's supposed to be the same guy. Literally the same guy.
I'll definitely need to log in tomorrow and finish the seasonal events that I don't finish tonight. Some of they still do keep going tomorrow, I hope. Some of them, or some of them might be ending, I don't know.
I think all the ones, none of the ones that, they're not ending tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I think that, doesn't the free trial end tomorrow? Oh, no. That's right, because we were debating between today and next Monday because they were both valid dates by the calendar.
Yeah. So you should be fine doing the seasonal events tomorrow, whatever you don't get to.
Or some other day this week, whatever works out.
Yeah, whatever.
But the sooner I get done, the better. Yep, this guy is totally tip. Yeah, I totally do not remember this guy from the main quest. Do you think when they made him, they realized ahead of time they were going to make him Hildebrand's father?
I think he's been around for a while. He's also a member of the Syndicate of Ulda.
Oh, really?
One of the 6. So you might have seen him in some of those quests as well.
So that would kind of make sense, I guess, because that they would have known ahead of time because Hildebrand comes from a noble family.
Yeah, there are some surprising instances in this game where lore has crossed over. For example, in these silly side quests. Joe Jampa, I think I remember that name. Assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting.
A large towering brute wearing red. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in... a ridiculous outfit.
Ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I'm intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing?
Ha ha, what reasons indeed. It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. Oh, great. We're trying. Everyone is going to disguise themselves as a Lalafell. I want to see how this is going to work. I, for one, can do that quite easily. Observatory? Observatory. Do you think in the expansion they'll add a extra Kurthus zone other than assuming Ishgard?
So the current Korthus is about 1/6 as big as the old Korthus, and all of the connecting areas still exist. So like the area you're about to go to is called Griffin Crossing, and that would lead into like 2 whole other equivalently sized zones back in 1.0. And then in the... Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, but this zone, if I'm not mistaken, is already bigger than any other individual zone.
That's true. It is big. I think it is the largest zone in the game currently. So you can imagine how friggin' humongous Ishgard Korthus used to be.
Yeah. I mean, I wandered through it. It was very different at the time because it wasn't uniformly wintry.
Yeah, that's right. It was green once upon a time.
Yep. Well, they explained that with, you know, Dalamud crashing or something. Things changed. Is this person at the top of the observatory? It's not looking like. Actually, it's looking like the map is not lining up that way. Oh, there it is.
Might be inside. And...
He's not. He's out here.
Oh, okay.
Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade.
Ah, you speak of Greg. I wonder what Gilgamesh's screwed up nickname is in Japanese. Like if it's just like some really common G name.
What if it's Gilgamesh?
I don't know.
Like the band.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Don't count on me to know pop culture.
Oh yeah, sorry. As I was saying, the area that you're going to right now is called Griffin Crossing, and it's a bridge that goes into two whole other areas, and also in the northwest section of this zone, there's like a ice waterfall that is frozen.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah,
completely
yeah, yeah. That place is pretty interesting.
And a certain cutscene takes place there in the patch 2.3 story, and that is also blocking another zone of Corthus.
Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment, I thought you might have spied our thief. I thought at first I read that as saying, I thought you were our thief.
That would be too prescient of Hildebrand.
Wait, so did he dragoon jump into Dalamud? Or what? What did he do?
At the end of the 1.0 Hildebrand storyline, he found the sphere, which was owned by the main villain of 1.0.
Ah.
And he accidentally fired it into a pumpkin patch filled with gunpowder, and that launched him all the way to the moon. And that was the last we saw of him in 1.0.
Oh, this, well, perhaps where the fight will soon take place.
Getting warmer.
I'm trying to think, are there other chickens in this game at all? Or is Enkidu a anomaly here?
I don't recall. No, I think it might be the one chicken in all of yours, yeah.
And he somehow founded it and painted it green. Oh, this is a gun lance? A gun spear?
Of course. Could be nothing less.
Now you call me Shirley? Have Hildebrand's eyes always been red?
I don't know.
Because at first, when I first met him, I assumed they were red because I thought he was undead, but they seemed to not be undead. But now I'm wondering if his eyes maybe weren't always red, then maybe he actually is undead and just doesn't seem to be undead anymore.
It's hard to say.
It's the hill, you know. We can say it's like the Squall is dead theory. It's the Hildebrand is dead theory, which probably isn't nearly as much of a stretch to convince.
Yeah, I mean, he did get shot all the way to the moon and then fall all the way back.
But then again, he is a joke character essentially, so he can get away with it.
He's a Vanderbilt man.
Yes, he is.
Therefore, he can survive such things.
He can only do what a Manderville man can. Miss Sally, you're grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man, whom I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life.
Indeed, I've not. Every weapon I've claimed was by rights mine.
So is there anything special I need to consider in the forthcoming fight?
I don't believe so. Just enjoy it.
Oh no. Of course it's a bridge. Quite a bridge, wow. Wow, if am I not mistaken, but that gatehouse looks strangely similar to how they look in Final Fantasy V, I feel. I could be wrong, but...
Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand we were fated to duel, you and I. Best me and you may have the spear. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. Greg can't do voices anymore. They're just slipping more and more.
What? What? What?
It's morphin' time.
Oh, this is a duty fight. I guess that makes sense. Okay.
All right. Oh, Tip is tanking. That's fine. It's time to fight like men and ladies, and men who dress like ladies.
Oh, he has a voice!
I'm a toad.
Whoa! I had no idea that was a status effect in this game.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh. I got toaded at a really inopportune time.
How you think? Fighting all eight of you. It's just too much for me. Not? Ha! I lied! Everything! Why, I've been had!
Your voice was pretty close to be all things considered.
What?
To the actual voice.
Yeah.
Spaces. I, just remembered something.
Oh man, I'm so disappointed that the cutscenes weren't voiced because I like this voice. Oh, he moved. What? There's a bunch of Enkadoos.
I must say, I quite enjoy these puzzles. I feel we've gained an understanding. I will pound you, silly!
You know, it's funny because he wasn't bringing out all of his goofy lines during the main story, and now he kind of is. It's actually one of the better voices in the game, I feel, to be honest. Like, a lot of the voices kind of feel a little off. Oh, I'm not doing too good. Oh, no.
I wonder if you're gonna get toaded.
Huh?
I wonder if you're gonna get toaded.
I can't do anything.
Oh, you're tiny.
I'm what?
Oh no, you're confused. That's what it is.
I'm punching Enkadoos. Oh, I'm punching Surreal. Okay, I'm good now. Wow, lots of stats effects I didn't even know were in the game.
Everyone's a toad. Watch out for the chickens. They eat toads.
Oh, I'm dead. Let me break.
Go ahead.
I will put it up. Well then. That's enough of a beating for now.
I like the way your character acts there. Well, that was pretty great. So do you think this bridge will be something that you can walk on normally to get to another zone eventually?
I hope so.
Or maybe, I don't know if you can walk on it, but you approach it and you warp into another zone, I guess.
It'll turn into a zone line.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole lot of Corthus that is not in the game yet. And when, like, I'm thinking about what would happen in the expansion if they add, like, you know, new jobs during the expansion and maybe a new starting zone. Like, maybe Ishgard is a starting zone, and
That would
therefore...
be great. No, Ishgard can't be a starting zone because the enemies are too high level, unless they make, like, a couple of low-level areas, like, north of it or something.
Well, yeah, exactly, like...
That would be interesting. But, I mean, 11 never added a starting zone, so but, I mean, not to say that this game will do the same things 11 does, but...
That's true. But yeah, like, when they add new jobs, will you be able to just do them, or start the game as them, or will you have to unlock them somehow?
Knowing this game that makes you unlock emotes, I would guess that they'll probably make you unlock the new jobs.
Yeah. In which case they wouldn't need to add in, well, I don't know. If the starting quests are in Ishgard, then they would have to add a low-level zone around Ishgard, because otherwise there'd be no reasonable way for someone to switch to that job and still, like, level up and stuff.
But of course they added Arcanist, you know, before release, and
Yeah, but that was in Limsa, so there's like starting zones there.
yeah, Limsa needed some stuff anyway, so...
Yeah, they're the only one that only have one job in 1.0.
Well, that was definitely an entertaining fight, and good music, of course, too.
Naturally.
I mean, it makes you think. I mean, if they have Gilgamesh in this game, they've got to do Ultros eventually, right?
They have been teasing Ultros.
Really?
Very slyly. Very, very slyly.
I mean, I feel like Ultros would be a pretty good fit for this game.
You may see something later tonight if you get to it.
Oh.
But if you don't get to it, then you will see it eventually.
Well, I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm assuming this is going to be the you know, next time on Hildebrand scene.
That's correct.
Must be outside. Here it is. Sure that Greg turned out to be the thief.
Wonder when they're gonna add another Greg fight. Because they have to. I'm sure.
I'm trying to think if the thief could be something from else from Final Fantasy, but
Next time on. Gentlemen,
can true love bloom on this battlefield? Oh, Nashu is wearing her full-fledged inspector uniform again. Yep, pretty silly. So, what for the remainder? What do you think we have time for?
You probably have time for some of the
Events.
the seasonal events.
Which one do you think I should tackle?
They're all pretty short. I mean, and they all start in the same place in Limsa.
Okay.
So, should be fairly straightforward. You probably finish all of them within, 5 or 10 minutes.
Each?
Yeah.
Including the Lightning Returns one?
Oh, not those. Those would not. Those will take a little bit longer.
Ah.
Rocket Knight Adventure.
Where do I go to? The
You want to go to
Half
Half
Castle?
Yeah. I think this person right here starts the Moonfire ones, the Moonfire events, and then there's another person nearby who starts, might be that guy named Bran who starts the Rising.
Oh, this is the one that teaches me the dance, right?
That's correct. So you'll have learned 2 dances tonight.
Oh, very productive.
Extremely.
A blue Lord Yukata. I can't remember if I bought one or not.
I think you might have already.
I have a green one.
Oh, okay. We got the green one.
Yeah, I need to dump something in my inventory. No.
Huh. You can put stuff from your armory chest into your inventory.
Yeah, I just now did that.
Okay. Oh, also, if you talk to the Rising vendor, she has the same character model as Minfilia from 1.0.
Oh. Oh. Do I just accept all three of these at once, or can I?
You can do them in any order, and yeah, you want to accept all three of them at once. They basically just send you to where the other quests are. You might want to make sure that you don't overflow your inventory, because the quest reward ones are unique. You can't buy them from the vendor.
Oh. Or you might want to point me to a Grand Company chest or something.
There's one over this way.
I'm not going to really read the text from this one, I don't think.
Gasp.
How's old Drumble doing?
I'm still tromping around Central Shroud.
What are you up to now?
I am laying lilies on a burrow.
Are you just doing the local quests, or what?
Yeah, I really don't know what else to do.
Okay. You could continue with the main story, I guess.
I think I'm too low level for it.
Okay.
Where'd you say the company chest was?
This way.
It's probably close to full too, isn't it?
It's pretty full.
Is it just in Maelstrom? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'll just put some random food things in there. The company chest interface could be a little better. Okay, I should probably have enough space.
Yeah, that's probably plenty.
Alright, so, this stuff is in Lanaskia, I assume. Are they fates?
No, it's just small. They're basically just mini games.
Oh, minigames, huh?
Yeah, fairly simple. And they reward fireworks, which is always a big hit.
Oh, yeah.
So you can take the aetherite crystal and
The
just
Zephyr Gay, it looks like.
yeah, to either of them really, because there's one in each.
Look how my yukata has a little Moogle mask on the back.
Indeed.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Doc Dragon.
Harumph.
I like my mustache a lot better.
Oh, well, we'll have to see your mustache before the end of the stream. Looking on your chest. I need to clear out some space in here. Oh, this so needs to be cleaned out.
When you get to a high enough level, you can turn some of the pinks into the Grand Company for seals. And that's an easy way to get some bonus seals.
Where was the thing I just got? This one has bombs hanging off of it. So this is a different quest marker, that little rotatey thing. What does that mean?
It basically means the repeatable quests. Some of them are repeatable daily, but this one's repeatable forever until the event's over.
Huh. So what, I just attack them?
Yeah, you need to. You're trying to knock them into the knock them into these mortars here.
Well, it went right over it. I only had to do one?
Yeah.
That's kind of dumb.
Makes it easy to farm for all these pinwheels, though.
Yeah. I think I'm
Now the
not-
next-
that filled up my inventory again.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I can trade you if you want. I've got some extra space.
I'll just give you some things that you can keep or put in the company chest or whatever.
Sure, I've got 4 slots open. I'm also pretty full.
You've got 4, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, just dump them in the company chest or sell them. I don't care. They aren't things I want.
The next one is right here. You don't need a teleport. It's if you just take the zone line to Lower Lenosha.
Wait, is Drum really a Lalafell?
Drum is indeed a Lalafell. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Spoilers.
Oh. Got several of these. I've already got some of those. But why not have more?
Always. Some bombs on your belt.
Yep. Oh, how do I use the pet hotbar?
Oh.
With a
That's a good-
controller.
Oh. There you go.
Oh, it's on the
Yeah, it was added to your
It's
hotbar.
added to the thing anyway. I wish I didn't have to look at the other hotbar, but whatever. What am I supposed to be shooting?
Some kind of thing that's on fire
Well,
area.
I mean, there's a campfire.
Not that. It should look like fireworks, kind of, somewhere in the area.
Oh, I see it. Only choose one, okay. That's fine. Okay, and the last one appears to be in this zone as well.
Yeah.
It's near Morabi, okay.
Yep. Just take my teleport.
So hopefully this will only take a moment, and then we'll go find Drumble real briefly to sign off.
Sounds like a...
You'll never kick me. I have a skill called Sprint, and I know how to use it.
Oh, look at you. Oh, level 1. Why is it not firing?
Oh, it's a ground target AoE. So you'll have to click it again in order to fire it at that location.
I don't get it.
Do you see that marker on your...
Well, I see the marker, but I'm pressing the button and it's not doing anything.
Oh, I don't really know how to do this on controller.
I had this problem during the final battle run, too. Yeah, I'm just holding the button. I can only do it when it's red, I assume, or orange.
Yeah, orange is when you're allowed to.
Okay,
You're in range.
I'm pressing it and nothing happens. Oh, what? Oh, okay, the target. Okay, I get it. That's just making the target appear, and then I have to then I hit the X button to actually fire.
Gotcha. I have no idea how to do it on controller, so...
Well, I mean, I understand now, but I still think it's pretty weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I couldn't do some of that stuff in the final battle, because I hadn't... Or in the final dungeon runs, I should say. Because I didn't understand what was going on. These are pretty hard to hit.
Yeah, this one's fairly challenging, I found. You have to lead them by a considerable amount.
Yeah. And there's not really any splash damage to help.
Sadly.
I might have to give up on this one for tonight. Okay, I hit Mandragora. Now I just need to hit one Sabatender.
I wonder if I can cause it to,
Oh, come on. That totally should have hit one.
Oh, I guess I can't attack them. That's unfortunate.
Alright. Oh yeah, that one's pretty tough. By the way, I think this bomb bench is so cool. It's bomb balloons holding up a bench and it's a mount, and so you just sit on the bench while you fly around. But apparently it takes a good bit of work to unlock.
Yeah, it takes about a month of
That's
doing it.
definitely one of my favorite non-chocobo mounts in the game.
And then there's one more quest back in Limsa to
Oh, okay. To
stall out.
finish it up. Well, I guess, in the interest of getting old Dremble to bed, I should probably go find him out in Gridania way. What zone are you in, Drum?
I'm in the woods.
Uh-huh.
Tree speak.
Tree speak. What zone is tree speak in?
North, I think.
Here, I got it. I got it. Let's find this Mr. Grumble fellow. He's east. Your other east.
Oh, I see that lonely blue dot out there.
Oh no, stay alive.
Oh, I'm fine.
Biting off a little more than you can chew, huh?
That's how I roll on MMOs. Oh. Dear God, you still don't have pants on.
It's Yukata. Fine, I'll wear my fancy schmancy high level gear. That's definitely a solid Mr. Drumble there. I like that mustache, and I was tempted by that mustache. Don't get me wrong.
You chose poorly if you bypassed this mustache.
I felt like I looked sad with that mustache. I didn't want to look sad.
Was there like a chin beard option to go with the mustache, or is it only mustache only?
It was all you could do was a stash and some mutton chops.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure I gave some pretty serious consideration to that, but I don't know. I felt like he looked a little sad.
I mean, the mutton chops alone made it hard to pass off.
I agree. Mutton chops, I mean, my rule of thumb in character creation is if mutton chops are an option, then you go mutton chops, but...
You failed then, sir. You failed.
I saw the handlebarness of my mustache and felt intrigued.
That's what I think about your mustache.
I like how Tip has upgraded to long flowing locks.
Yeah.
See, I could change my mustache too, or my hair. Take your hat off. I want to see what Mr. Drumble hair looks like.
I'm not sure I know how to just remove something.
If you hit square over the thing, it should give you an option to remove. Ah. Oh, okay, you got a good little Dr. Light hairdo going on there. The little
Yeah, I got a little pompadour kind of thing.
the little wave going on there.
The swoosh.
Now, what was your choice of race mostly inspired by facial hair choices?
Definitely played a role. Like if I could have done a really proper Dr. Light with a human, I would have done that. But I just wasn't feeling him. So I thought I'd do mini Dr. Light.
Yeah, I mean, it fits the proportions better. You could argue.
Yeah.
Well, I am surprised, but welcome you to the small folk.
All right. So I guess
Alright.
that is a stream.
That is the stream. Yet another Backloggery live in the can. So, thanks again to Axiom Titanium.
No problem. That was a lot of fun.
I absolutely appreciate the motivation and all the for me to get these things done, as well as all the planning and forethought you went into making sure this went as smoothly as one could hope. The uncertainties of an MMO to go. So
Certainly.
I mean, I can say that this was more entertaining than Final Fantasy XI.
I cannot deny. And thank you everyone else who participated. So next,
We're on the Experience server, so if anyone wants to join us, please pick that server because it's the best server.
yeah, I mean, look at us. It's a party over here. So, anyhow,
What's next week?
I believe next week is Rygar.
Oh, Rygar. NES Rygar.
NES Rygar, oh yeah.
Not one of those newfangled Rygars.
Not one of those arcade Rygars.
So I'm probably gonna end up bonus streaming some Spelunker tomorrow.
Oh, you trying?
Almost said Spelunky.
Trying to go for the old complete, or treading into completion territory that none have tread before.
Well, I did some research, and Loop 5 is definitely complete.
Really?
Because Loop 6, no one knows how to get a key in Loop 6.
So it's like, it almost becomes like a sandbox where you just run around and can't acquire anything.
A sandbox in which there's a time limit that kills you? Sure.
Okay, cool. That sounds like fun sandbox.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah. Yeah, and if I have some time this week, I might even I'm in a bonus stream mood because I've got a big backlog, and a lot of those games are games that I want to stream. So bonus streams,
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I mean, we'll play it by ear. We need to do that Silliest sometime though. I've got a couple days I can take off of work. I haven't said what days yet, but maybe we can plan some good old midday streaming. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Those are fun. All right. Well, till
Good
next
night,
week.
Backloggery.
Good night.
Good night.